Now I'm going to call the regular meeting to order. It is now 7 o'clock. Requirements of the Sunshine Law have been met. This meeting was advertised in Burlington County Times on January the 10th, 2022. Electronic notice was given pursuant to the NJAC 5:39-1.5. We will now do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now have a moment of silence. Roll call.
Committeewoman Berkeley?
Present.
Committeeman Carr?
Present.
Committeeman De Silva? Committeewoman Mungo?
Present.
Mayor Henley?
Present.
Also present, Township Solicitor, Acting Township Clerk Administrator, Police and Fire Service Chief.
We're going to approve minutes for January 28, 2022, regular meeting minutes and executive meeting minutes, Do we have a motion?
So moved, Berkeley.
Second.
Roll call?
Berkeley?
Yes.
Carr?
Yes.
Mungo?
Yes.
Mayor Henley?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Open meeting for public comment on agenda items only. Please remember to state your name and address for the record. Come on up.
Hello? Is it on? It's working?
We can hear you.
Gary Brown, 138 Winstead. Public comment on the agenda, it's item number 10, letter I. It's denoted in the agenda 115-22, resolution for approval to submit application, execute a grant contract with the NJDOT. I don't have the actual resolution in front of me. I guess two questions about that. I looked on the Sage site today. I don't have credentials to actually log into the Sage site, so the comment I had was there was a deadline posted on the site that the application had to be submitted by July 1. The resolution did indicate that you had already packaged up the application and submitted by the deadline, so I guess if you did, great, and maybe the resolution should have maybe hinted at that. That would have caused me not to be so concerned that we missed the deadline. My other comment is, under that grant, that municipal aid grant, you can only apply for a project within one of 7 categories, right? Bikeway, bridge preservation, mobility, pedestrian safety, quality of life, roadway preservation, or roadway safety. Would have been nice to see in that resolution which one of the 7, or all of the 7, or some of the 7. And since you're voting on it, I guess I'll put in my 2 cents. My public comment would be roadway preservation, which is primary project purposes for improving the condition of roadway infrastructure, i.e. surfacing, reconstruction, and drainage, and specifically because I happen to live on Winstead. My comment, well, nobody, but that's my comment. So that's my comment on that.
Mayor Henley, would you like me to comment?
Yes, please.
So, Gary, we did speak with our engineer regarding this grant application. The resolution that we have on file was a DOT supplied resolution. So they supplied it right to us. We just formatted it to fit our township committee resolutions. So it's just a standard template that we use for DOT grants. We are going for roadway preservation, and they are roads that have been selected by our township engineer, and the grant application was submitted on a timely basis. This is just follow-up to the additional requirements that are necessary.
That's helpful to know. I appreciate that. Like I said, it would have been, I think, maybe a little more illuminating if it was possibly accurate in the minutes, and I wouldn't have had to bother you with, me asking. So, thanks.
Thank you. We will now close for public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
So monthly meeting minutes, West Hampton Township Police. Resolution 106-22, payment of vouchers. This resolution approves the payment of bills through July 12, 2022. Do we have a motion?
Carl move.
Second.
Roll call?
Berkeley?
Yes.
Carr.
Yes.
Longo.
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Consent agenda resolutions. Note, consent agenda items are considered to be routine and will be enacted with a single motion. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by the certification of ability of funds. Any items requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda. Does anyone have anything they'd like to remove? With that being said, do we have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Go ahead.
Roll call?
Berkeley.
Yes.
Carr.
Yes.
Longo.
Yes.
Mayor Henley.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
OPM mailbox and correspondence, there are none. We will now open the meeting for public comment. Please remember to state your name and address for the record. You should have just took the mic. You never know who's going to come in, I hear you.
All right, it's here for 38 Winstead. So for public comment, just two items. I happened to catch an article, I guess Mr. Carl, this is probably for you. I've been using the Timbuktu portfolio. So there was an article in today's New York Times, and it's Timbuktu and Mallet. But I had mentioned it before, and interestingly enough, they finally have uploaded all 20,000 pages from ancient libraries, and they digitized it, and apparently it's being made available to everyone, and it's accessible on Google's Arts and Culture website. So that might be a nice link to somehow connect with Arts and Timbuktu. And then, so for Craig, I guess, I've been talking about the fire department. This caught my eye. This was an article I read at the Detroit Free Press, published on June the 30th, and I've been, I guess, submitted for the record. But apparently General Motors is going to teach emergency workers how to handle incidents involving EVs. EV stands for electric vehicles. A couple of the points here. First and second responders can go to evfirstrespondertraining.com to learn about the program. Quote, this training offers unique materials and hands-on experiences that can help increase responders' awareness of procedures to help maintain safety while interacting with EVs during the performance of their duties. GM's EV First Responder Training Program will focus on firefighters and provide instruction and best practices on how to handle emergency situations involving EVs. Training gives key information about battery electric vehicle technology and will dispel misconceptions, as well as teach the best ways to handle electric and electrified hybrid vehicles in a variety of scenarios. For example, many people believe water is dangerous around an EV battery, but clarifying the water is the recommended way to suppress a lithium-ion battery fire. So I thought this was really helpful. They do offer training. I know that I had raised a public comment about the rookie book. Maybe this is something that can be incorporated into that. There's a lot of EVs on the road. Hybrid. I hope you guys have to put out a fire. God forbid, I'm involved in that in any way, shape, or form. So I just thought I'd raise this for public comment, so I can sit it for the record if you're interested.
Correct.
So we've been well ahead of this issue. West Camp is actually writing a policy for the county on how to respond to these types of incidents.
All right.
The biggest problem that we're finding is once they let them fire, they can catch on fire for up to 7 to 14 days. Just trying to figure out where to put them while they cool down. And pretty much what we sort of figured out is we need to find a watertight dumpster and pretty much put these cars inside of the dumpster, fill the dumpster up with water, and let them sit there for 14 days. That's sort of, we're working with the county to figure out where that can happen at in a safe spot. So yes, we are well ahead of where we need to be. So
What if you have 10 cars that are on fire? What if you have 10 cars that were, like, so,
Within a 14-day period.
right, like, what, or if it's 100 cars in the county, like,
Go to another county. Store them there.
can't we just remove the battery? Instead of putting the whole car in there, remove the battery from the battery?
So for example, like Ford's platform is the whole underbody is pretty much lithium-ion batteries. So it's not like you can just remove the battery. It's actually the chassis of the vehicle. So yes, we're applying water, but we have to literally apply water. There was actually an article or incident 2 weeks ago, I think it was in San Diego, where a car was taken to a junkyard after an accident, and it caught it on fire. A week after, it was in the junkyard, and they ended up having to go out, and they spent like 7 days with this car, where they finally dug a hole, filled the hole up with water, and then put the forklift to put the car in the water, and they just chilled up for it. So it's a problem. We're trying to figure it out. We are definitely ahead of the curve. much, he said.
Who? I said something? Oh. Wendy?
But that's frustrating because our governor wants all the cars and trucks and everything to become electric. I mean, that's his,
So different than anything else that we've ever dealt with, right? It's something new, it takes a little time for us to figure out, and then we'll figure out how to implement it. It's so different than the natural gas vehicles that are on the road that, you know, people were afraid they were gonna explode as soon as they got hit. That wasn't the case, and, you know, we've done it.
Figured it out, yep.
oh, good, thank you.
So we're going to close for public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Dates to remember, next scheduled meeting is August the 9th, 2022 at 7 PM. National Night Out will be August the 2nd, various locations.
Yes, in the neighborhoods like we did last year.
Okay.
So there'll be more information forthcoming in the next couple of weeks.
That's when we first got the t-shirt. We did a little guitar thing. And you had the, yeah, I remember now. Committee liaison reports and comments. Do we have any township committee members that have reports?
Mr. Mayor, I'd just like to note that Committeewoman Berkeley's been very vocal about the township schools search for a superintendent. I just wanted to thank her for letting me know the dates on that. Second, just wanted to applaud Chief Ent. He was able to hire 3 guys in this time. It must have been very hard, and he was still committed to creating or filling the ranks with a diverse set of people. So, and you had a really tough week with all this. So, not to take away from you, Chief Barnesworth. I know you do outstanding things. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I agree, welcome to the 3 new people. They're not gonna be on the road till like August though, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, correct. They have, the police academy will be starting in August. We'll be here on August the 9th, for their swearing in.
Okay, wonderful,
Resolution is tonight, which is for paperwork purposes.
great. And,
To answer your question, they won't be around until after Christmas.
ooh. Okay. Well, we'll get them eventually, right? And I want to thank you for what we were talking about before, the village, so the others know, the village has had some real challenges with some burglaries, what's that word? Yeah. Yes, and the chief has been up on it and very helpful. And sometimes the laws were frustrated, but the police are doing a really good job trying to help us and catch the guy and then prosecute him. I appreciate that. And also to Craig and I and Wendy had a very good discussion this week, because my frustration was that it seems like we're always going to Willingboro, we're always going to East Hampton, we're always going to Mount Holly, and what are we getting besides for the ambulance petty amount from the insurance company, and they're working on it to make something more fair for everybody. So I was appreciative learning that, and thank you for being proactive, both of you. Same as everything, yes. Yeah, but they're gonna be here August 9th, I'll say it to them.
Thanks to all the guys. Gary always comes out and gives us great information, keeps us on our toes. Brian, Craig, Steve, Wendy, Sam. Thank you all for, everything that you do to kind of make the township work and move forward. I mean, we don't have that many hours vested, although, we're on the dais, but it's really, you guys who put everything together and make it work for us. So thank you. With that being said, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I know I got it.